it's Arancha Mateo, founder of 32 Mondays and the developer of 32 Mondays Weight Loss Management Program. You are in the workshop, How to Get Free from the Food Trap. And this is video 3 of the 4 video series. In this video, we are going to cover how to balance your sugar levels. And I'm going to work specifically with 3 strategies that you need to master to be able to balance your sugar levels. So pay attention, take a lot of notes, get ready for it because you are going to get a lot of benefit. So thank you so much again for being here, and I'll see you very pretty soon.
Welcome to How to Get Free from the Food Trap workshop. This is a 4 video series and you are in video 3, which is about how to balance your sugar levels. So no matter if you have a lot of weight to lose or you are at your right weight, or if you don't have a clue on how to eat healthy, or you are even a nutrition expert, if you're suffering, it's time to get free from the food trap. So welcome to the 3rd video of this free 4 video series on how to get free from the food trap. If you have weight to lose or you want to eat healthier, this is the place to learn what you need to know. And in video 3, we are covering how to balance your sugar levels. Just as a reminder, video 1 was about how to conquer your hunger and cravings. In video 2, we cover how not to make that big mistake. Video 3 is about balance your sugar levels. And coming soon, it's going to be video 4, how to get in control of your weight forever. So if you haven't seen any of the other 2 videos, I really recommend you to watch them. You don't need to do it now, just keep going now, but you'll find the link, and I really recommend you to go back and watch those 2 videos because there is a lot of information out there that are going to help you. So I'm Arancha Mateo, and I created this video series to share with you the program I had developed to help you learn the right way to get in control of your weight. And one of my major motivations to do it is that I have a struggle with my own weight. I know how it feels. I learned about food cravings at a very young age. And if you don't know about me, let me tell you. My parents divorced when I was 6 years old. And so I went with my brother to live with my grandmother to another city. So we used to spend long hours alone. And we learned very soon how food could help us lift our mood and suppress our real feelings of being alone and not having our parents. And that's when I started to have unstoppable food cravings. So I found that eating will make me feel good and bring me the peace and the calm inside. But if I was trying to avoid my favorite food, that will make me feel nervous and unsettled and will bring me my real feelings back. I was overweight until my teenage years and I hated every single day. So over the years, I became afraid that giving into food cravings was making me lose control over my relationship with food, over my weight, and my body. In high school, I had learned all I could about calories and how eating better could help me lose weight. So I put all this knowledge into practice, and I finally lost weight. But I promised myself that I will never, ever be overweight again. I decided to learn as much as possible about nutrition so I could find my own way to manage my weight. And that's why I became a weight management specialist. Learning to control my cravings naturally has helped me overcome my fears of gaining weight again. But paying attention only to the numbers on the scale is not enough. And only when you are in control, then you can say that you made it. And it took me many years to really make it. Because after losing my excess weight, I was so obsessed not getting it back that I ended almost being anorexic. And for many more years, I was scared I didn't want to quit smoking, or I didn't even want to get pregnant for being scared of gaining weight again. When I finally figured out how to really get in control of my weight and I became free from the food trap, people noticed. I did notice my inner peace and how well I was feeling, and they asked me, how was I doing it? That's when I realized that there were many people around me that were struggling. Even people with a lot of knowledge about nutrition and about healthy eating, they were unable to get in control of their weight. Because food cravings can be really unstoppable if you don't know how to manage them. Food can help you feel good, but they can make you feel miserable. So learning how to manage food cravings helps you feel in control and gives you freedom. And everybody wants to feel this way. Let me tell you, diets don't work. I lost my excess weight and I have invested all these years to uncover the science behind weight management. Diets don't work. And I wanted to tell you that a system that really works is going to feel really different because it really teaches you what to do. What do you have to do? In video one, I told you that I was going to uncover how balancing your sugar levels will help you get free from the food trap. And I'm going to do this today. This is the third video of the 4-video series. So if you're just kind of jumping out, I want to tell you that I'm sending you the links to the other videos. You don't need to watch them right now. And they will make sense out of sequence. However, there's a lot of background information on those 2 videos that you don't want to miss. You want to make sure that when you finish this video, you go to the video 1, which is about how to get in control of your hunger and your food cravings, and the metabolic and emotional reasons why you have these cravings and how to solve them. I cover all that in video 1. And in video 2, I cover the one huge big mistake that almost everybody makes when they want to lose weight, which is to rely on willpower. And I talk about willpower is like a muscle that gets exhausted and makes us have poor choices even when we know better. Because that's when we need the willpower the most to make the right decisions, but we don't have any left. So I cover all this in video 1 and 2, and here in video 3, I'm going to explain to you how the 32 Mondays weight loss management programs work, and in particular, how it teaches you all you need to know to get in control of your weight in 5 models. Because nothing will work if you don't learn what you need to do. What you need is a system that really teaches you the whys behind each of the actions you are asked to take. So it gets easier over time, not harder. And that's what we are going to talk about today. Now, as we get started with the content for today, I wanted to talk about something I covered in video 1, but I didn't cover it completely. And that's how to get your sugar levels under control. And I'm going to do this with a presentation because this is a little bit more difficult concept, and I really want you to make sure that you understand what we are talking about. So how to get your sugar levels under control, it's very related to glycemic index and glycemic load. And those are concepts that I really want you to understand. Here you are in the right place if you want to learn how you want to be in control of your weight, how to maintain a steady sugar level so you don't have cravings and mood swings, which, are really uncomfortable, right? Which are the major weight management misconceptions, how to make food your ally and eat to lose weight. And finally, with all these, what will happen is that you will feel much more energetic and empowered. And if you're here listening to me, it's probably because you're confused about what to eat to lose weight, or maybe you feel hungry, tired, and with mood swings, and feeling with no control over your weight, and that makes you feel probably powerless. You're still wondering how to apply all the misleading information and myths about weight management, right? And you have been trying to lose weight for a while, but everything seems to fail. You probably feel hopeless. And you're tired, exhausted of trying to figure out all by yourself. So if you want to know exactly what to do to feel free rather than trapped in your own guilt, you are in the right place. And in today's training, you're going to learn that yeah, you can be the one in control of your weight. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. You're going to learn that maintaining steady sugar levels will help you to avoid cravings and mood swings. Again, I'll show you how to do it practically. And you learn about the major myths and weight management misconceptions that are just making things very difficult for you. You know, food is your ally, and you really need to eat if you want to lose weight. That's one of the major misconceptions. Try not to eat, again, based on willpower. All that is going to make you feel much more energetic, and that will give you power. So I have a question. How do you choose what to eat? Do you sit and think, okay, what to eat? What is healthy? What is going to help me get my weight under control? For example, do you sit down and think, okay, what is better, bread, rice, or pasta? Well, let me tell you, that's one of the most common questions. And it has a very easy answer, but it has a scientific reason behind that you need to understand. Because once you understand this, you are going to be able to make much better decisions. You're going to be able to manage your sugar levels, and you're going to be able to manage your weight much more easily. You'll be surprised how easy to do it. Once you learn it, once you understand it, so you can apply it easily and just make it habits for you. Okay, let's go. Yeah, banana or watermelon is one of the questions I always get, and it will cover that too. Same with white or whole grain bread, exactly the same. So let's jump into learning about glycemic index and glycemic load. The goal is that you can keep your glucose levels steady so you don't have those insulin peaks. That will help you not have food cravings and those hunger attacks that make you overeat and gain weight. Glycemic index is how much will my glucose levels rise when I eat something, right? It measures the quality of the carb. And it has three values, low, medium, and high. So the carbs that break down slowly and that release glucose gradually into the bloodstream, they have a low glycemic index. For example, we have whole grain, most of the fresh fruits, beans, yogurt, orange, with pasta, nuts, and most vegetables. And mediums, we have raisins, cantaloupe, brown rice, sweet potato, ice cream, orange juice. And high, can you notice how orange is a low glycemic index and orange juice is a medium orange juice? You'll learn about it later. You'll learn why. And high, we have white bread, white rice, potato, rice milk, rice cracker, and watermelon. And you will find out why. So the thing is that you want to try to avoid foods with a high glycemic index. Or at least if you eat them, you want to eat them together with protein or fat, because with that, what we do is we reduce the glucose level, so we reduce those insulin peaks. And I can't really get into details about insulin, but that's what you need to do in order to keep those glucose levels balanced and avoid those food cravings and being super hungry and overeating and working against your metabolism. So one tip is that the more fiber the food contains, the lower is the glycemic index. And that's why whole wheat has a lower glycemic index than white wheat, like whole grain bread comparing to white bread. Or, for example, white orange has a low glycemic index, but orange juice has a medium glycemic index, because when we squeeze the orange, we take away all the fiber in that orange. So glycemic load, it considers not only the quality, which is the glycemic index, but also the quantity, okay? So again, it measures how much carb does this food contain, not only the quality, but the quantity, all right? So is the quantity of the carb. It depends on the glycemic index. So there is a formula for that. I just want you to see how it's related. Again, there are 3 values for the glycemic load: low, medium, and high. And some examples that I will compare with the glycemic index. Usually when the glycemic index is high or low, the same for the glycemic load. Because as you saw in the formula, it's directly related. So like low whole grain was low in glycemic index, it's also low for glycemic load. So for most of the products are usually the same, except for a few exceptions that you need to learn. You need to pay attention and learn. But in general, again, the higher the fiber, the lower is the glycemic load, same as the glycemic index. So why do we want to consider them together? Because as I said, sometimes it's not the same. There are other reasons, which we'll also cover. Glycemic index is defined for the type of food, and the load is calculated based on the amount of carb in the food, okay, and the quantity you eat, so the portion size. So you can know the glycemic load for a full meal if you want to, right? And as I said, even if you eat food with a low glycemic index, you may end up eating a meal with high glycemic load if you eat too much. That's why you need to respect the portion sizes. And if you don't know about it, you really need to learn about it. So some tricky ones that you need to learn and remember is pasta. Pasta has a low glycemic index, but a high glycemic load. The reason why is because pasta has a lot of carb in the composition. The banana has a low glycemic index and a medium glycemic load. So again, banana has a lot of carb in the composition. And the other way around, for watermelon, watermelon has a high glycemic index, but a low glycemic load because the watermelon has a lot of water, so the amount of carb in the composition is low, right? Now, if you follow the strategies that I have been teaching you about glycemic index and glycemic load, what happens is that you're going to be able to eat just what you really need, and you're going to maintain your healthy portion sizes, which again, you need to learn about them if you don't know them yet, and if you haven't memorized them. And you are going to start losing weight in a steady way, straight away. I promise you. That's one of the best measures to use to manage your weight and to lose weight, of course. And what won't happen is that you won't have those hunger attacks that you were having because your sugar levels are going to be balanced and in control. And therefore, you won't have those cravings and you won't feel hungry and overeat and gain weight. So you won't gain the weight back once you lose it using glycemic index and glycemic load, because you are going to be able to always be in control, which is the most important aspect for managing your weight. But of course, you probably have objections, right? Like, oh, I don't have time for this, or eating healthy is very expensive, or that won't work for me, or which steps are more important for me, which should I take care, or which should I consider first? Am I going to be able to apply the concepts I have learned? And can I eat my favorite foods, or do I need to say no to everything? Do I have to exercise? Will I have to exercise? And how much? And many, many other questions that you haven't even thought about it. So if you're here having hunger attacks, mood swings, you are tired, you are still wondering what you should eat or not eat, you're scared of eating. I mean, you try not to eat because you think that everything you eat is making you fat or gaining weight, and you're just hopeless about your weight. And if you want to be here, like having your hunger under control, having your sugar levels balanced so you don't have food cravings and you don't feel hungry all the time. If you want to feel energetic and you want to have that power, that feel empowered, you want to feel confident about your food choices, and you want to see food as your ally, not your enemy, and confident that you're going to make it happen, you can figure that all on your own. I mean, it's not reinventing the wheel. Eventually, you can figure out all on your own if you don't give up, right? Because that's what happens to most of the people. Because it's difficult, it's hard. It's not that easy. Otherwise, we won't have that many people being overweight and following diets and losing weight and gaining the weight back if it was that easy to do it on your own, right? So you can figure it out on your own, or I can help you get there with, guaranteed results and just faster. That's why I created 32 Mondays Weight Management Intensive Program, which is called What to Eat to lose weight, and which is an online weight management training. Everything happens online. And that's not a dump of information. I don't tell you what to do like they do with a diet. So the moment that you finish your diet, you don't have a clue of what to do and you gain your weight back. I educate. This is a learning process where you learn exactly what you do. You learn why. So it's easy to apply the changes and make it into habits. Make it something automatic that you don't even think about it. And once you have it as your habits, it just happens. And you keep losing weight. It keeps happening. The reason is that you understand where you are doing the things. And if you think about it, when you understand something, it's much easier to apply it. Just think about your kids, or think about when you are learning anything. You need to understand in order to really apply it and to really make it happen. So you learn, you understand, because things are explained in a way for you to really understand, not to dump your information. And you learn how to really apply them. Just how do I really make it happen? And you also get tips and ideas on how to get things done. You are not the first one or the only one. And the expertise and experience with other people is what it can help you get there faster and easily, and with really good results. So what happens is that you really change your habits, and you'll get the program will get you into new habits that are going to help you lose weight, keep your weight under control, and all the things that we have been talking about: not being hungry, not having food cravings, and just getting free from the food trap. I have had many others that were struggling, like Kim, for example. Her problem was that she had follow a very strict diet, one of those programs, really restrictive, and she was so scared to come back to the normal life. She just called me and told me, I don't know what, I'm scared. I'm scared of eating. I'm scared to have a normal life again. So the program taught her how to go back, how to introduce food again, and how to keep her weight under control by eating. Stop dieting. Jordi, he was really eating the wrong things at the wrong time, and he was so confused about how to do it. We started making changes, and it came so naturally for him, so easily, to start being results and to start feeling control and to stop being hungry all the time. He was always starving, and he was telling me the less I tried to eat, the worse. Dory is really funny because her problem was that she was eating too little. What we do was to introduce her into more food, the right food at the right time, and she was losing weight while eating more. She was so happy about it. So those are just some examples, and they are very different. They represent a very wide diversity of people who just needed to redefine their relationship with food, in more, but in the right combination, or in less of certain foods, but more of the other ones, and at the specific times, and in a specific combination, and discover other meal options that never thought about it. And especially get rid of many misconceptions out there. No matter how much you know about nutrition and healthy habits and healthy eating, there are many misconceptions there that make things really difficult and confusing. So why would you choose this course? Why? What can I tell you? Well, as I said, this is not a diet. I'm not going to take away your chocolate, and you're going to learn what to do. So once you finish the program or the course, you are going to be on your own, know exactly what you have to do. Even if you deviate again from where you want to be, you know exactly what to do. You don't have to come back to a diet again to lose the weight, and then gain it back, and then lose it again, and then gain it back. You'll be there. You'll stay there. You'll know exactly what to do to keep it the way you want to be. It's very practical and it's very sustainable. It's very easy to follow, and it's fun, and you'll see results very soon. You'll feel better straight away. It gives you knowledge in addition to information. Of course, we need the information, but you're getting knowledge, which is what really stays in your brain and makes the changes happen. Those new habits, your brain is helping, and you need to learn them, to understand them. And it focuses on more aspects than just nutrition and exercise. There is much more behind there to understand about the habits and why are we doing the things we are doing this way and not the other one. There's a lot behind. And again, you will be able to do it yourself after the course. You won't need me anymore. You won't need a diet anymore. You won't need another program anymore. You may need to go back to review things that you forgot or that you didn't have clear enough. But you'll be able to stay on your own. So why would you take a long, expensive, or such an uncertain road if there is a shorter and cheaper way with a warranted outcome, right? So you really need a system. Because what it means is that in order to succeed, you're going to need a system that makes things easier for you. Not having to think about everything, having to figure out everything yourself. So you can form your unique habits easily. And this is what it's all about with 32 Mondays. Listen, my clothes just fits me year after year. And the steps that I have been explaining to you, I have been explaining them for many years now. I have been teaching many students, and I have had many success stories. But, it's true. I have also have some objections. So probably you also have objections, like because, you just have it in your mind. You have heard about many programs that didn't work. So, for example, you can think, okay, eating healthy is expensive, right? And let me tell you, eating healthy has many options. And when you stop eating from restaurants, when you stop eating food that it's ready to eat, you save a lot of money. You'll be surprised how much money you can save. And there are always lower price options for eating healthy. The other big objections is that won't work for me. I have tried everything, nothing works. Why this should work? Listen, I have worked with many people now, and if something I know is that when you learn something, when you understand the why, it's so much easier to apply it. What they do is to make it simple for you, make it the way that you can understand it, so you can really make that change, not being confused, and just in a way that your brain works for you, and then you make the change automatic. You have your new habits, not even thinking about it. It works. The system, it works. It works for many, many people. Why shouldn't it work for you? And let me tell you, if you're here listening to me, you probably need to do something, and you know that. But you need to do something that makes more sense than just keep trying diet after diet that won't work, or trying to rely on willpower that doesn't work, or trying to find a new healthy habit, eating gluten-free or less carbs or no fat, or just keep trying and trying. The only thing that you are doing is just jeopardizing your metabolic system and making it worse every single time. You try something hoping that it will work. You don't have to keep hoping. There is hope, but there is hope with a system that really works, not just trying and try it. Another objection that some people have, and you may have it, is I don't have time for this. I don't have time to shop and to cook and shop again the way you probably want me to do. Since it sounds really intense what you're telling me. Well, and my response to this is, first, probably I know how you feel. I feel the same way. Let me please remind me that I don't have much extra time myself. I have 2 kids, I have my business, I don't have family around, not help at all. I don't have anybody helping me. My husband is away most of the time traveling. And believe me, if I can handle the time, you can. And it's true. At first, it takes some time to get used to it, to get organized. So you can implement all the things you need to do until they become new habits and they become automatic. But the truth is that following the 32 Mondays weight loss management program creates time, because it tells you, it teaches you what you can do, how to do it. Because there are 2 main aspects that eat your time. One is the procrastination that comes from not knowing what to do and just trying this and that and never knowing and just keep trying and I don't know and I try another thing. And the second thing that really eats your time is buying food and going to restaurants. So organizing your food and learning how to create that system will help you organize your life. You'll find the time to do it. So there are 5 main reasons why 32 Mondays weight loss management program works. And, in video 2, we talk about willpower, not in a great deal, but with a system. So you have the things decided in the morning. You don't have to rely on willpower and you're all set to go. And you'll have more time and willpower left to use with other things, like play with your kids and not arguing with your teenager and many other things. So the main reasons why the program works is, first, is that you learn what to do. You know what you have to do instead of just following orders. That's what you do when you are following a diet, right? Just follow orders. And then, the moment you don't have your diet in front of you, you don't have a clue of what to do. And you are in point 0 again, having to start again and again. The second reason is that you understand why you're doing things this way. So it's easier to make the changes, right? We were talking before, when you understand the why, it's much easier to apply the change and to make it happen. The third reason is that you learn how to apply all those changes. So you know you have to do changes, you learn what to do is, you also learn how to make those changes, how to apply them. The 4 main reason is that you get tips and ideas on how to get things done so they become easier to you, right? As I said, this is a program that has been tested in many pilots, many programs with many people. So their tips and ideas, are also applicable to you. And finally, the 5th main reason is that you change your habits. The program will get you into your new habits. And that in the end, that's what you need. Something that is automatic, that you don't have to think about it. Your brain is doing it for you, not even considering it. Listen, I have helped many who have struggled. And I share the message. I have seen this program work for many years. People with like Kim and Doris, I was saying before, I see that the community doesn't really have a solution for weight loss management. And so they asked me, they wanted to know how I was doing it. And I explained to you, it was hard for me. I didn't want to accept that I had to have a way to manage my weight. I just wanted to come naturally to me, which it wasn't. So I have been struggling. I have been working with that my whole life. It hasn't been easy. So when I developed my program, I really wanted to help other people. I really find, listen, I have been suffering for many years. I have found a way how to do it. I need to share with others. So I did a pilot course, 2 pilot course. I did an international course, which was really cool. In fact, I was working with people in South America, in the US, and Europe at the same time, and it was really, really, really interesting. Very, very, very cool. I finally did the online course, and again, I worked with many students, several pilots, and you know, had, like I was saying before, Kim, with which she came after doing a very strict weight management program, very restrictive. She was really scared. Jordi, who was totally lost, he didn't know what to do. He really needed to learn the basics and not that basics. And Doris, so she was eating too little, so her metabolism was very, very low. And now I'm ready to launch my final course. Um, you know, the people I have helped, they represent a wide diversity of people, and some of them they already know about nutrition, and it's just ridiculous that they know so much, but they are not able to make the changes. Like they think that they don't have enough with this amount of food, and they need much more. So it's really humiliating for them. So I wanted to ask you to do something for me, you know, because if you feel that feel very good to be thinner and to have more energy, to feel confident, finally confident, to never worry again of how others perceive you. I want to tell you, registration for my new online course is about to open. And there's going to be a 4th video. And I know that there is a lot of people who takes all the information and the 3 videos that I have shared, and they use it and they are happy with it. And they just have enough, because there is a lot of information in those 3 videos. I know a lot of people who do that. But there are a lot of people who says, I want the whole system. I want the whole thing. I really want to need all I need to know the right way. The whole thing, once and forever. And for those ones, I say, keep an eye on your inbox, because the 4th video is going to be released very, very soon. So I want you to share it with the people that you think can benefit from it, the people that you love, the people that you think that can really take advantage of this course. And I also want you to hear about your comments. Tell me what you think. Share with me, and spread the word. Like it, share it, just stay in touch. And I want to thank you for watching and for spreading the word, because I'm really on a mission to teach everybody what they need to do to be in control of their weight, to get free from the food trap. So thank you. And I want to tell you that if there is only one thing to take with you from this video, I want to tell you that there is really hope. When you know exactly what to do, the sky is the limit to live an amazing life with your family. I'm on a mission to teach everybody what they need to do. And I can't wait to talk to you in the next video. So stay tuned, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you.